Hey guys, welcome back to another chess commentary. Today we're just playing Blitz, nothing much to talk about as usual, so just gonna focus on the commentary. Premium, okay. Let's see, we are up against Smart Smart Abs. Yes, what a name. I'm not sure why my chess.com is being incredibly slow, but it doesn't seem like the opening will, the name of the opening is appearing, so we're just gonna have to live in mystery, I guess. Okay. I don't really like this position because I'm sort of giving my opponent exactly what he's looking for over here on the queen side without much compensation. So there's gotta be some. I gotta do something fast. If not, I will just get run over. So what would that something be? That's a great question. I'm not entirely sure either. I was thinking maybe knight back, push the pawn, but that leaves this square very, very vulnerable, and I do not like that. So, but I have to somehow get rid of that knight. Um, if I take, he takes with his pawn, and he's just chilling. So I'm gonna go back here. The idea is to, actually, I might have just made a mistake, because this bishop takes here, rook takes. Okay, so he's not gonna do that, but originally I was a little concerned about maybe bishop takes, king takes, rook here, and then queen here. And I probably just lose immediately because of this knight. But he didn't do that, so we're fine. We're chilling. He can't take that, so I'm gonna go somewhere along. I was considering going f6, but then the sacrifice here might be a little problematic. Um, let's say, let's say perchance I go. I'm considering whether knight g7 or bishop f6. Both don't look very great, but we're gonna have to do something, right? My bishop over on b7 is completely useless, so I'm probably gonna go knight here. The idea is to put my queen here, then push this pawn so the sacrifice doesn't do anything. It is very slow, but you know, things gotta happen. I'm gonna put my queen here. I'm not entirely sure what this move does because my bishop watches this, but maybe he's trying to push something like g5. Get rid of this knight real quick. Once the knight moves, I might even push something like e5. Takes, takes, takes. I do lose that pawn because of the queen there now, but my bishop goes to this g5 square. And then potentially knight here. Takes. Okay, so he takes this. Does that lend me to play this move? Okay, I'm gonna go here anyway. So I'm gonna try to keep his knight in this square. The main idea is that I'm threatening to push. Okay, so he's gonna go there. I think I made a slight misstep where I forgot that he had that move. So now I have to go over here. Uh, can my king run away? I think I can attempt to run my king away. The problem is this bishop here, but I do have this move which leads to some knight shenanigans, but I think I can seal up the position like this. Okay. That's progress. That's actually pretty good progress because now anything on the queen side is anything he has on the king side is completely nullified. So now I can actually start doing stuff on the queen side, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. The only problem I have is that my knight is really inactive over here, so I'm gonna have to find a way to like jump it back in. Okay, yeah, but pretty much anything he has on the king side is completely shut down, and I think that's a mistake on his part. Yeah, it's actually a pretty big mistake I feel on his part. So, okay, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with opening up the position on this side of the board because his major pieces are completely out of the game. I'm gonna take like this. Bishop takes, I would assume. Then the rook comes over. Yeah. Oh, pawn takes. Okay, pawn takes works too. I mean, so he's gonna go back. The bishop's gonna come in, attack this knight. Knight's gonna come back. I might even consider putting it. Okay, so I'm gonna take like this. Idea is to go here, bishop goes back, rook here. Okay, perfect. Um, now I can improve the rest of my position because I pretty much just own these files over here. I'm not sure what the queen is doing, but why does he go here? Oh, he wants to go home. Okay. Where does my bishop go is the question. Bishop go back, maybe something like this. Attack that. What is he doing? What is he? Is he waiting? He might be waiting for me. Yeah, he actually probably is just waiting for me to make some mistake. Now I'm gonna go over here. Idea is to attack this pawn. Force that. Actually that was a little overstep because now my rook doesn't really do much. I'll just bring this back. Might as well. Queen over perchance. Yeah, something like that. I cannot do that. Takes. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Take with this pawn. This is not a threat at all, ever. So now that he has to go protect his bishop, I have the tempo to do something cool. What is this something cool that I might want to do? There's nothing cool I can do, that's the problem. I might just put my bishop here and bring my queen over. Take it slow and then probably go rook b8 to get rid of his queen. Unless if he brings his queen up, yeah, and that's a slight problem, but nothing we can't solve. Something like this maybe. Put the queen here. Put the rook back up. Something like this. His queen has nothing down here. So he's going to go over there. Do I trade queens? I actually might even just consider trading queens here because this endgame is surely favorable for me because this bishop comes over here and this is pretty much just a pain. Yeah, and then even if he moves his bishop, I'm going to trade, go here. The bishop has to come back. My rook comes here, rook here. Actually, that might be a small problem. I don't know if I want to trade everything off. That's the thing. I do not know if I want to trade everything off. He can go here. Now he surely loses a pawn, right? Because you go here, takes, right? Rook comes over here. Trade everything off. I'm up a pawn. I'm just straight up a pawn. Okay, that doesn't sound half bad. Let's see. He might just be cutting his losses. Maybe if I take here first. No, that's getting way too fancy. Also, I'm low on time, so I better just simplify everything down. Simplify. And I'm happy simplifying everything down because it is opposite color bishops, and I do think I just promote my pawn now. Yeah. Go here, go here, go here, go here. Yeah, I just promote, and I win this game. Huh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, the game overall was he pretty much had everything he wanted in the beginning, but then he accidentally sealed himself off, and that was pretty much just the game. All in all, I got really lucky there. If this was a longer game, he probably would have found some way to shut me down a lot earlier. He actually did have this sacrifice over here a lot earlier. So, yeah, I can just say I got really lucky. That's pretty much all. You know, that happens a lot in Blitz, doesn't it? You just get really lucky. Yep, all right, that's all for today. I don't really have the time to analyze that, so I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, goodbye.